Keys to running a side business from your phone, making some extra money, making some extra impact from your part-time if you're not getting paid enough from your current job and want to step things up and want to be able to travel, or if you really like your current job but it's not paying you enough and you need to make more on the side, you need a side hustle. Welcome in, much love fam, Trav here. And I'm not going to offer a perfect solution for everyone, and I'm not going to tell you that it's super easy and you can just start off doing this, but I'll tell you my story and give you some practical tips, a few keys that you can take with you to improve your situation for the hustlers out there. Yeah, I'm not selling a product with this video, I'm just giving free information because I want to help you. There's a big life changer for me. I started a business I went to University of Washington Foster School of Business. I had that mindset, and I tried starting several businesses, but it wasn't necessary. I wasn't hungry enough until 2015 when I split ways with my current job, which had been basically blogging, making videos and articles, turning content for Channel Fireball, and I felt that I had to launch a business at this point. So the business that I did, and for you, it's definitely almost certainly not going to be the same, because basically no one else is doing this still. But a coaching business for tournament Magic the Gathering players, and we're in our fourth year now, and it's nice for me. One, I enjoy it. It helps me stay connected to these people that I met in real life while traveling. It funded a lot of travels, and it's funded me to move to Hawaii, and it pays the same or better than my job as an organic farmer, which I love, but just does not pay very well. And that allows me to have some luxuries and have some confidence in the future and feel like, I can focus on next steps because money's not a huge problem for me when otherwise it might be. So it's really nice for me, and I want to share some keys for you. So basically, and I'll give you a basic idea of how my thing works. But the two main keys that I'm going to give you are automation and leveraging systems, being leveraging other people. So I pay out. I don't even keep half the money. I pay out at times most of it or all of it, depending on the month. That's because I have a lot of systems that save time for me. At the start, I was interviewing everyone, I was doing all the coaching, I was doing all the marketing, and that may be necessary to get it off the ground. But now, Facebook does the marketing. I have 4 professional players who do the coaching. And then I had other people doing the calls. I'm currently doing the calls again because if you want to stay in charge of one thing, it's sales. Because other people won't necessarily be as hungry as you are. And, if money's important to you, you should keep control of sales. So I still do sales. I let the Facebook, for the most part, do the marketing. Also, I let the leveraging other people. I pay out commissions, so the coaches bring in people. And I just kind of sit back and make sure the system's running smoothly. Pretty much at this point, I spend at times a couple hours a week only, and it pays better than my job that I spend sometimes 60, 70 hours a week on. And that's nice for life. So one thing, automation is like you want to look, especially if you're trying to do this from your phone, not even, Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week style. So like, instead of posting a bunch of YouTube videos for marketing, you have one Facebook video or Facebook ad video that runs all the time. And you have to spend some money on that. My ad spend, I spend about $200 a month, every month. So I've spent like $4 or $5 grand on Facebook ads, but it saved me a lot of work. And, you can pay a lot more, but in my small market and small operation, it doesn't make sense to. But automate that. You don't have to post everything to groups. You can get automations, Buffer, Zapier. Try to get things to send the emails for you, automatic emails, send the whatever. So you don't have to do the busy work. You can focus on, the main thing, like making the sales and then sending out payments to your guys. Right. Focus on that sort of a thing eventually, and managing stuff. And then the other thing that's really important that I've learned is leveraging other people, and it's not taking advantage of them. Like, I pay my coaches $100 a call. I think they're world class professionals. I believe in what they do and what we're doing. So I'll pay them for $100 a call, and they make a call once a week, part time for them. But they get an extra $400 a month in their pocket for just scheduling one evening where they're doing their coaching. And that makes a much better service and saves me from having to do a bunch of work myself. And then I have other people, someone who helps with the website, someone who helps upload the calls. I had someone doing the sales for commission. So that will save you a lot. The downside is like, okay, if you're doing the math, I'm paying out 400, 800, 1200, 600, plus 200 in ads, plus about 200 in apps. The first $2,000 I make every month, or we make, it just gets paid out. So there's a disadvantage to that. A good month I might make 4 or 5 grand. A poor month, with no new signups, because it's subscription, but there's also like yearly signups. So if a bunch of people sign up for a year in January, like we had, it's a really good month. But then no one pays for a year, right? The next month isn't so good. I pay out everything. That's okay, but it's makes a better service that people stick around for, and um, it also saves a lot of time. Get other people invested is very important. Like, you don't really want to be a one-man team if you're an entrepreneur. It's not very nice. So let's see, what else can I share? What else can I give here? Let's talk about, so client selection, and then I'll talk about pricing. Part of my ad, there's testimonials and bios of the coaches, and then people have to apply and then schedule a booking. Of the people who have applied, there's about 1,600 people have applied. Probably a little less than half of them gotten on the phone with. You want to screen out. You're not trying to make every sale, because I'm not trying to be on the phone all the time. I try to, with the questionnaire, the application, screen out people who doesn't matter for, who don't care enough, who seem like they'd be problem people, wouldn't take feedback. People who aren't taking action, screen those out. People who can't afford it, so money's a problem, screen them out. So you're only getting on the phone with qualified people, and then we try to screen them out further before the call. They get sent information on the pricing, and how to sign up immediately. So some of them either sign up or cancel the call ahead of time. And then of that, we've got about 100 people in the group. So you do the math, like, 5%, maybe 5% of people sign up. It's not that many people, but people are signing up for a year. People are signing up for monthly recurring. People stay for 4 years. So one sale looks like not that much money, but it can add up to be thousands. And try to keep and please people. If people want to leave, well, give them discounts so they can come back later. Because if people are leaving, it's usually in this situation, it's much easier doing old business than doing new business. So anytime I'm trying to stir up more business, I go back to people who were previously members and no longer members. Is more efficient than trying to get new business, because frequently those people want to come back because their life changed and they can. And then other stuff, just so you know, like the YouTube, this sort of video that you're watching, for me, it's just for fun. It's basically totally unrelated to my business. Instagram, totally unrelated. If there's only, you want to break it down to just the very simplest, the basics, so you can work on other stuff. And the goal, again, it's not to be on your laptop. It's not to be traveling. It's not to be, it's just make some extra money from your phone. And it's still a hustle, because I'm working a pretty laborious, time-intensive, energy-intensive job. and I'm doing this on the side too. So you got to keep that hustle mind state. Like I'm gonna make calls. I'm gonna hustle, but I think it's worth it for me, and it could be worth it for you too. So if you found it useful, let me know what you think in the comments. Holler at me down below. Appreciate what you have to say. If you have any questions, fire them off, and I'll do my best to help. So thank you, and talk to you soon. Peace out, fam. Much love.